Was there any moment or example in the game where they were kind of whittling back the lead and having Jimmy out there sort of stabilize the ship? I mean, you've never played a playoff game with him. I know it felt like it, but this was the first one.
Nah, I think there were several moments, where they cut the lead to 3 one time. They cut it to 7, and with a chance to, push it over, push it further down. But did a great job in getting Jimmy the ball. It always just settles the offense down. Even that last one he hit over Sengun, like, that's what we want. And I think we gotta do an even better job of making sure we're getting him the ball. But overall, man, he's such a huge calming force for us. Just calm everything down, get us to our spots, and get us a good look.
Draymond, you guys have won some tough games, obviously in the past, but you're known for the threes and the staff and everything. How satisfying is it to win a game that's basically on toughness? It's basically on just keeping them as much as you can off the glass as you did tonight?
It's very satisfying to win any road game, any playoff game in general, but definitely a road playoff win. I think we can play a lot better. That's the encouraging part about it. I don't think we play very well at all, but still got to find a way to win, and we did that with our defense. Held them to 85 points. So playoffs, it don't matter how it looks. You just got to find a way and then get better and come back, with an improved team the next game.
Steve said it felt like 1997 out there with their style of play and how different it is from kind of the modernized, space and pace type game. How is it facing them? And I mean, how do you feel coming out of a game like that where you gave up 22 offensive rebounds, but they scored 85 points?
I said in the post-game interview, like, at times their best offense is the offensive rebound. They are elite at that. And so, it's something that we expected. I thought we did a decent job in the first half, held them to 7, but then second half it was way out of control. So we got to do a better job there. But, that is their style of play. They rough you up, they grab, they hold, they crash the boards. Very extremely physical team. You got to give them credit. They do a great job of it. So we just got to make sure we're prepared for that coming into every game. But that's who they are, and it is what it is. Every team's got an MO. That's theirs. You got to do what you got to do to try to beat it.
If you had to explain what you guys did tonight to hold them to 85, 50 words or less or whatever, what would you say? And also, what did Stackhouse say to you that one time on the sidelines when?
I think, I think overall we just flew around. We didn't give up any easy looks. We followed our defensive game plan. Just make them take tough shots and, be a lot better off if we can get some rebounds. You hold them to 39% shooting. 34 of those baskets. I mean, they had 34 baskets. What? 10 of them was on second chance points, on second opportunities. So, we got to do a better job there. But overall, I think we just did a good job of following the game plan, flying around, not giving up easy buckets, and then just reacting to their actions. Stackhouse, he just told me, keep doing what I'm doing. He said, you're doing a great job. We're not worried about what's going on out there, so don't get so caught up in, your emotions during that time. Like, stay locked in, and so he was great for me.
Draymond, there was a lot of talk during the series about how good defensively they were and what they were going to do to Steph and all the defenders. As a defensive guy, did you guys feel like you guys wanted to show you guys can play some defense too? Was that on your minds at all?
No, we're not trying to necessarily show that, oh, man, y'all talking about their defense, but what about ours? We just want to win the game. And we understand that in order to win, you got to defend at a high level. They're the number 2 seed because they defend at a very high level. You got to give them their credit. A-Man is an incredible defender. Dylan's an incredible defender. Tari Eason's an incredible defender. So, you have to give those guys their credit. Fred's a log. Like, it's very hard to move him. He's kind of very low to the ground, strong as hell. So they play to that advantage. But overall, I mean, Steph Curry, he usually finds a way.
When it comes to all the talk about how they guard Steph, do you think that he blocks the noise out or he feeds off of it?
He's a true pro. I'm sure you hear it, today's day and age, it's impossible to not hear anything. You open your phone up, even if you're not looking at something, somebody's going to send you a DM or somebody's going to send you a message of something off Instagram. Like, that's just the nature of the world we live in. So I think it's impossible for anybody to not hear anything. But like I said, at the end of the day, we're not coming out here trying to prove a point. You know, we've been at this for a very long time to try to prove a point because someone said X is pointless. We're trying to win basketball games, and in order for us to win basketball games, it requires Steph Curry to be great, and he was just that.
All week we heard you guys talk about the keys, which were, limiting turnovers to keep them in the half court and doing what you can to prevent them from getting offensive rebounds. The way this game played out, how close was that to what you expected?
Extremely close to what we expected. They get in passing lanes, they pressure the ball, try to speed you up, and they crash the glass. I thought they're going to get some offensive rebounds. This is not a team we're probably going to hold to 7 offensive rebounds for a game. It's hard to do. But in saying that, I thought there were some ones that we can get. And the ones that we can for sure get our hand on, we got to come up with those balls. So, I think, Jesus Christ, it's crazy. Oh, my God. Wow. But we'll watch the film, see where we can be better at it. But overall, it's the fight in us. And we fought to win the game, but we can clean up some of that stuff, and I think we will. No, that reaction was to my words.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. Seemed like they were trying to attack Steph a little bit, pick and roll situations offensively. How do you feel like Steph holds up defensively, and do you think he likes that kind of challenge?
I've been here for 13 years. They've been at that for 13 years. I think I'll be around another 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something, whatever it is. I think it'll go on then too. So it is what it is. Steph's a competitor. He know they're going to do that. Take the match up, do the best you can, and everybody else fill in as you may.
Draymond, as you said earlier, it's clear how much Jimmy calms his team on offense. What has he meant? Why has he made such an impact defensively? You guys are number 1 rated defense in the league since he joined.
Well, he just allows us to match up differently at times. He allows us to take advantage of different things that offenses could be doing because he's so versatile. You can throw him on bigs at times. You can throw him on point guards. You can kind of move him all over the floor. And so, when you think about an offensive team that can move spots around and get different people in different situations, usually a great offensive team. You add that to the defensive side of the ball where you can move guys around and switch positions, and that, it lifts our defense. So he's been great on that side of the ball as well. He's just been great overall. That's why he's Jimmy Butler, though.